Good morning, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, general officers, flag officers, senior enlisted leaders, family and friends. Once again, thank you for joining us this morning. The Marines that stand behind me are representative of the over 200,000 in our total force. Many today are forward deployed, some in harm's way in Afghanistan and Iraq, others responding to the Ebola crisis. As we enjoy this morning's ceremony, I'd ask them to keep you in their thoughts and prayers. Secretary and Mrs. Hagel, thanks for being here this morning. Mr. Secretary, thanks for officiating and for all you do for our men and women in uniform. Secretary Mavis, I know there's no place else that you would be, but I'm very appreciative of what you do for our Navy, our Marine Corps, our sailors, our Marines, and their families. We recognized most of our special guests earlier. I'd like to once again recognize our former commandants and assistant commandants. Gentlemen, it's an absolute honor to follow in your footsteps. Early this year, we lost our 30th Commandant, General Carl Mundy, and I know that he's here this morning in spirit. I'd also like to recognize my mom and dad, who happen to be here. I'm a Marine because of my dad, and I would attribute any discipline that I may have to the driller instructor in our family, my mother. And I also want to recognize my wife Ellen, our children Joseph, Patrick, and Kathleen, without whose love and support I wouldn't be here. I've been away from the Marine Corps for a while on a joint assignment, and over the last few weeks I've had a chance to re-green, get back reacquainted with Marines and the issues affecting the Marine Corps. Every single engagement I have had has reinforced my assessment that the Corps is in great shape. We're recruiting and retaining high-quality Marines. We're providing relevant capabilities to the combatant commanders. Marines today find themselves in every climate and place doing what must be done, and they're delivering. And we're also keeping faith with our Marines, our sailors, and their families. This morning, I'm not so much proud to be the Commandant as I am simply to wear the cloth of a United States Marine. And I can say all of that in large part due to the leadership of our 35th Commandant. Gentlemen and Mrs. Amos, Jim and Bonnie, thanks for your 40 years plus of service. In a few minutes, you're going to walk down Center Walk. And when you do, you're going to have what every Marine and spouse wants when they go over the side. You're going to have the admiration, the appreciation, and the affection of your Marines and their families, the Dunfords included. For those not familiar with our traditions, it's customary for the incoming officer at events like this to be brief. And so I'll simply close by telling you all how humbled I am to be the 36th Commandant of our Corps. And my focus in the coming years will be to take care of our Marines and their families, and to ensure that our Corps remains the expeditionary force and readiness that our nation has come to expect. God bless you all. Semper Fidelis, and for those still in uniform, continue to march.